What's up, world? It's your boy Iconic, back again with another video. And today, man, I decided to give y'all something special. I wanted to make sure that I brought you all a how to legit check your Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 low. I know it's plenty of fakes out there. Oh, and before we get into it, man, I just want to say thank you to everyone that watched the actual review and unboxing of the Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 low, man. That thing is doing numbers right now. It's at about 1,600, man. And also, I want to thank you to all the people that hit that subscribe button. I am at 200 subscribers. I think 202 now, but just want to say thank y'all for doing that first before I get into it. If y'all like the content that I'm presenting, man, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also hit that notification bell to stay in tune with all the heat that I'm bringing to you. But enough of all that, man. We're going to get straight into it. First things first, I know for a fact, man, we gotta talk about the obvious things that's gonna let you know if you have a real or fake Air Jordan 1 Travis Scott 1 low. And it's this. It's the actual box. So one thing I know for a fact, you know, all the boxes that I've seen so far, they look like the original Air Jordan 1 Travis Scott high. Mine is very just similar. It's similar specs. But the biggest difference between the Air Jordan 1 high and the low is the actual label. So bring these up at the same time, and as you can see right here, you have your Air Jordan 1 Travis Scott high, and that label is like this. The actual price tag and size label is like this. But when you get to the actual lows, you have a different actual box label right here. So as you can see that, as you can see it right here, it's more thinner. Go ahead and adjust that for y'all real quick. So as you can see right here, it's also it's a barcode right here, and it's also a QR code. And from my actual knowledge, I actually tried this the other day. When I actually scanned the QR code, it takes you directly to the Nike Plus app. So if you have a Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 low and the label doesn't look like this, it's automatically, I would say, it's not looking good. It's a fake. Also, you know, you could try it. Doesn't mean that it's going to be 100% right, that it'll work, but you can scan the QR code and it should take you to the Nike Plus app or the Nike.com, and then it should take you over to the Nike Plus app. Another thing you could look into too, here's mine. Let me fold it down. So y'all know we legit boys around here. I don't know, it's, you know nothing from nobody. You know, make sure y'all know that my joints is legit. So as you can see right there, Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 low, size 10.5, baby. You already know what time it is. Automatically, if that tag label right here doesn't look like this actual price tag, and it doesn't have the QR code, sorry, my man, you got you a fake. As far as the inside of the box, nothing different. I know the one that I reviewed, which was a size 12, had a red stamped Nike check in it, but you know, mine came directly from Nike, and this is how it looks on the inside. So, you know, it's a lot of different things going on. Also, a big thing I noticed with my pair and Johnny's and Zay's pair, their box is way bigger. Nike sent me a box that mine just fit perfectly inside the box. So, you know, just because the box size may be different doesn't mean that it's a fake. They definitely did a lot of stuff. Like my boy Josh, he got a damaged box as well. His box was actually damaged. My box not damaged, but his box was like total, like it was wrecked, and it was directly from Nike. So, you know, Nike again, they sending out different stuff, and this was on mine. So, you know, the box, the biggest thing I would say is this label you want to worry about if you're checking for the box. As we get in the actual shoe paper, as you can see, is that Travis Scott paper right here. Same as the Air Jordan 1 high, nothing crazy, as you can see. Flip that up. And it should automatically come something like this, to where one of the shoes is covered and one is kind of easily accessed. I have been taking these out, so I try to make it as easy as possible for us to be able to look at this and keep it moving. Second thing I would say you would need to definitely be on the lookout for is the lacing system. So off rip, as you can see right here, it came with 1, 2, 3 pairs of laces, right? Now, with that being said, I've seen a lot of fakes, which I probably have a picture somewhere. I've seen a lot of fakes online to where they didn't have this baggie with these specific laces in it, and this one. They all had like that same Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 baggy laces. All 4 of them were like white, cream, red, and I think black. That's one thing you want to look out for. If they didn't come like this, to where it's one right here, and they both look like those SB laces, and then these red shoestrings like this, then most likely, my guy, you got you a fake. This is how the shoe trees look right here, right? On these all together, one has QF-AR size 10 through 10 and a half. That's for 10 and a half in purposes. Everything is like really embossed, very thick. But again, I wouldn't say that will make a shoe fake, because Nike also makes different inserts for them. So but again, this is a very thick, as you can see, the actual laces. The laces that's inside the sneaker should be wax laces. They're not regular Air Jordan 1 laces. And also, as you can see, the actual shoe is already strung up all the way to the top. If you get a Travis Scott and the shoelaces isn't strung up to the top already, most likely it's a fake. Now, that doesn't mean that somebody can get a fake pair and lace it all the way to the top. That is possible. But what I would say is, if it's not laced all the way to the top like this, if it is laced all the way to the top like this, and there's not wax laces, then most likely it's a fake, because the shoe comes with wax laces. If it does have any other black laces in it, then it's a fake, man. There's no way around it. As we get more into the details, as far as the bottom and everything, it's nothing major that you could really tell from it, man, to be honest with you. I do know that the lows, I've seen other low Air Jordan 1 lows that are have a thinner sole. This one is pretty thick, so I put me and Zay had a pair out, and it's not really thin, to be honest with you. This is actually like really thick on the actual sole bottom here. So if it's really thin, the actual sole itself is really thin, and the mold looks weird, then that's something you want to look out for, because most likely the shoe is fake. Another thing that you can look out for on it, all the Air Jordan 1 Travis Scott lows, is the actual back area right here. Turn that down. So in the back area back here, let's see if it focuses. As you can see right there, it has that printing right there, and it's real tight. It's not loose. It's not loose. You can move it a little. Yeah, well, you can move it. You should be able to move it. It shouldn't be too loose, but when you move it a little bit, it's like stuck. It's tight to the actual tongue. It's not like you can move it too much, but you can move it. I'm gonna go ahead and unlace this. To check to also make sure if the Travis Scott shoe is real. This is how the actual Travis Scott branding on the tongue is right there, as you can see. Now, as you can see about right here, I can put like my finger in the center of it right here. It shouldn't be too thin, but as you can see with my finger right there, it fills that space. If you have something that has extra wide space, like you put your finger right there and it doesn't cover, or if it's too small to where it's touching, then it's most likely a fake. It's kind of gonna be rough, man. As far as leather quality on the actual check mark, mine is very plush, but again, it's Nike, so you can't guarantee that that's actually a reason why the shoe may be fake. Now, this may be a little tough, right? Because I've seen online where people said the Travis Scott 1 low was fake, because it had this lettering, but that's not true. This is how mine looks. This is directly from Nike. Just to kind of give y'all a glimpse, this is what's in the right. So it should say the size tag right here, then it should say Travis, and then it should say Scott. Then it should have the Nike symbol, and then the big Sicko Man or Travis Scott symbol at the top of the toe area of the insole. On the back of the insole, as you can see, a lot of glue marks. They straight across. It's very sticky. See, if I stick my hands to it, it's very sticky. It's not really flimsy glue, but that's not to say that they didn't put a lot of glue on the actual insole. So this is just, like I said, this is one of the things. If you legit checking and it has all this, it's looking pretty good. If it has all this, if you see right here, everything is kind of taped down in the insole area. So I just want to give y'all a big good view of that. The actual colors that is actually stitched, the actual colors that are taped down in the inside of the insole is that tan white color and that brown color stitching. So that's some of the threads that are in the sneaker itself. I see about, if you're looking at the sneakers, it's about, as you can see right there, you see that hole right there? So that's another thing right there. It's about 3 of those inside the sneaker. Now, this is gonna be one of the hardest things, man, as you see right there. there is the QR codes right there on the tag. So, you know, I know a million of the fakes are gonna have this, bro. So, you know, just be careful who you purchase from. I would not buy anything off of anybody right now. It's looking crazy out here, but this is the QR code. Kind of getting real close for y'all. Y'all can see that. So I want y'all to see that. That's what's on mine, so you can legit check your pair. Time frame for production is 02/2019 to 04/15/19. So, all right. So we got the phone right here. I'm just go ahead and do it for y'all. So got my camera out right there. All right. So got my phone right here. Go ahead and turn this down for y'all a little bit. Now what I see is, pulled up my camera. You see my camera's right here. I'm gonna do it right here in front of y'all. Here's a QR code. And I'm gonna put the camera on the QR code, and let's see. If something pops up, that's what they're hitting the QR code. And it takes you directly to Nike.com. Hopefully y'all can see that. So it says, please allow access to your device location and network address. Once you click enable location, this is what should pop up. This is what should pop up when you hit that QR code. See how it's taking me right to the Nike Plus app? And there it is. Got Nike right there. So that's some things. That's something that you could do as well. I'll let me know any of y'all that got any of them God killers out there, which I hate, man. I despise fake sneakers with a passion. Like, if you let the person know that they're fakes, fine. Or if you say whatever you want to call it, fakes, UAs, you know, whatever you want to call it, as long as you let them know that it's not an authorized pair from Jordan or Nike brand, cool. If that person okay with paying that, cool. But man, if you out here telling people that the shoe's real, clapping them for 800, 900, 700, 600 bucks, then you're dead ass wrong for that. On the actual left insole, as you can see right here, you got your size tag right here, your Jordan Jumpman. There's a big space between that Jordan Jumpman and that Travis Scott symbol right here. So let me just go ahead and put that in there very close so y'all can see it. Now I want y'all to get these very detailed looks. I feel like a lot of the time people don't do that. Here's a very detailed look on that one. On the back again, you got that glue, man. But like I said, it doesn't mean too much, man. Doesn't mean too much, because I've seen people get Nike pairs with the Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 High, and a lot of those glue stains weren't on there. So it just kind of one of them things, you know. But I'm just saying, if you have this, it's looking pretty good for you. Looking pretty good. But this is the actual, just to give you a look at it again. Here's the actual insoles together. This is for the right shoe. This is for the left shoe. So, you know, just something for y'all to look at, just so y'all can know. Like I said, I've seen people online saying if you have this stuff in there, it is fake. This stuff is printed in high quality, so you know, so you can see right there on the actual insole. Very nice, very detailed. It's not sloppy at all. If it's looking real sloppy and looking like, you know, very dull, I would be careful with that. You might have a fake. Again, let me do this one again so you can see how good it is. I'm going in very close. Look how good that is. Just to show y'all. Let me put it that way. So this is very, you see that, very, very high quality stuff in there. I wish they would have did this with a Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 High. That would have gave it a banging touch. So, and that same thing, like on the inside, see right there, and you see that stitching, that should automatically be there. Look at the actual heel, man. Look at the heels. Here's the actual left shoe for anybody that needs that detailed look right there. I know this is really, it's a big space right here in between the Wings logo and the bottom of the heel area, and then it's like red at the top. So as you can see how I move my finger around it. That Wings logo is like not dead center at all. If it's kind of centered, I would be worried, because it shouldn't be. It should be, you know, it should be a space in between it right here. This is my pair. On the right one, it is stitched. Hopefully y'all can see that. It is stitched all the way around. Very thin. Now this one is more in the center because it's not so big. So as you can see that, it's more in the center. So far, if you've been doing all this and everything's coming out good, you're good. But this is when it really gets to that next level of making sure that your Air Jordan Travis Scott is real. You want to legit check your sneaker, go get you a black light, LED light. So I just want y'all to see that, right? So you see how that is? So I'm about to turn the light all the way down. I'm gonna turn my shutter all the way down. That way you can see when I'm using this black light, doing this black light test, what to look for on your Travis Scott. So as you can see it right there on your Travis Scott with the black light. This is without the black light, this is with the black light. So for those who are wondering what that does, for some reason on most of those Travis Scott, there's this big stain on them. Don't know why, couldn't tell you why, but there's a big stain on it. That's one of the things to check for. But the actual tongue is supposed to glow in the dark. So then on a Nike swoosh, this is how it's supposed to look. It's white, so this is how it's supposed to look on the swoosh as well. I'm just trying to see if y'all can see that. Hopefully y'all can see that. And here's another stain as well. Or I guess maybe inconsistent paint. I don't know. I don't know what that is. But I just want y'all to know that that is one of the best ways to determine if it's real or fake. Even if it's a little bit. It might not even be a whole lot. Like on my Air Jordan 1 Travis Scott highs, it's not a whole bunch. But on this one, it's a lot. It's a big mark. So that's something to be able to define your legit check. Hey, that should glow in the dark right there. Ooh, see if I can see that. So the stitching, it looks like the stitching glows in the dark. Oh, that's good to know. So also, from what I'm seeing is that the stitching glows in the inside as well. So yeah, man, definite things to actually legit check is on the rise, which is good. I think that's the last and final step to confirm your legit check on your Travis Scotts. Again, man, prices are getting up there, man. $700 to $800. Certain sizes are at $1,000 to over $1,000. So make sure you do your checks. Thank y'all for watching, man. Y'all are truly appreciated. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also hit that notification bell. Y'all know how it goes down on my channel, man. The future belongs to those who prepare today. Thank y'all, man, for all the support, man. I am out.